This is an honest channel, so I'm showing you a simple recipe with just eggs and onions to make something delicious. Let's be honest, 6 eggs, half a kilo of onions. We could stop here and say we have 2 ingredients. Well, if we count oil as an ingredient, sunflower oil, then we have 3 ingredients. I won't count black pepper or salt since that's too much. We just need onions and eggs. I'll show you how to make something truly delicious. Even my kids eat this, though they usually dislike onions. First of all, we're going to cut the onion. You can slice it into half rings or into strips. Those who know me know that I prefer to cut onions into strips. Now I'll show you how to do it, and I'll also show you another way. It's already tasty and delicious. This is the base. Well, I'll also show you how to make it so that it changes the taste. Either changes the taste or just becomes much tastier. Anyway, it's ready. We chop the onion, let's go cook. Regular sunflower oil, but it has to be odorless. There shouldn't be any smell here. Pour it right onto a cold pan. We won't be frying it, we'll be stewing it, so add the onions, turn on the heat, and let's go. I add some salt right away. I add the first bit of salt so the onions release their juice better. Guys, our goal isn't to fry the onions, but to stew them so they become, like that. Now it's going to start releasing its juice. It'll start to stew a little, and then it should turn, a creamy color. Exactly creamy. You don't need to fry it. None of that is necessary, but I'll show you everything now. By the way, this is actually not exactly a super quick process. It might seem like it's just onions, but no, it's not actually a quick process. And you don't do this over high heat, so you'll stew it over low heat. But I'll show all the steps. You see, if you use too high a heat, the juice that the onion releases will evaporate right away, and your onion will start to fry. We don't want that, so we keep the heat low. You see how it's barely simmering for me? That's how we keep it. Bye everyone, Sim. Well, the onion is simmering over there. Our cat has a habit of sitting right here when we're cooking. If we make something tasty for her, she always gets some. Yeah, Sim. Our onions are starting to, you see, they're already like this. It's becoming a paste and gaining color. We're at the right stage. And please don't write to me, I know that trick with the baking soda. Many people message me when I cook with onions saying, add a little baking soda, you'll be surprised. Yeah, not surprising. I know adding baking soda makes the onion turn into a paste. I don't need that. It affects the taste of this dish. Sometimes it's suitable, but not here. This dish seems simple, but it's important to cook it correctly. Properly saute the onion. And at this stage, when it already looks nice like this, you don't have to do anything else. As I said, I'll show you how to improve and change this dish. Add a spoonful of tomato paste for great flavor. Fried onions with tomato paste are already very delicious, as you know. You can add a couple of cloves of garlic here as well. Right at the stage when it's like this, show it when it already becomes like a puree. Or you can skip it. You know what? I think I'll actually add it. There. Don't say something like, but you said there are only 2 or 3 ingredients. No, you don't have to add this. I just decided to throw it in at the last moment, but actually you can skip it without. It's tasty without garlic too, but it adds a bit of a kick. I have 2 cloves, but you can use 1 or skip them entirely. Add it at this stage. If you do it earlier, you won't taste it and nothing will remain. A little bit of black pepper. That's it. Almost everything's ready, so let's crack the eggs. I'll make a small indentation for them like this. The number of eggs is your choice. I'll use 6, but you can use 3. This stuff is really good. It's even tasty to spread on bread, look. I add a little salt, just a bit. A little more pepper, if you want to get, the dish seems simple, like what's there to do? It's nothing special, but damn, it's really tasty. If you want to get a more, refined taste, you can do it right now. Also, add a small piece of butter, just a couple of small pieces on top, they'll melt, and it will give, that restaurant-like quality, some silkiness. It'll taste much better, but it's also very tasty as it is. Again, cook everything on very low heat so the bottom doesn't burn. It works great for me. From the edge, you can see it's a single layer, like a pancake. It should be done this way to prevent burning. If the heat is too high, it will burn without cooking the egg through. Now let's take it out and try it. For those who know, I'm from Solidar, smoke in Popova's eyes. And everything in my home has been destroyed. So I created a donation jar below. I'm raising money for a new place to live. If you want to help, please do. And if you don't, just support with a like, repost and comment. Enjoy the video. Everything is ready. It looks more than awesome. For those who love onions, it's just amazing. And June, this is so tender. The onion is even a little bit sweet. In short, what I want to say is what goes well with this appetizer and what about me? Like this, with this kind of appetizer, you could probably have a shot of something. To be continued. Stop. It's like scrambled eggs with this sweet taste. Well, those who know. Anyone who has tried that famous French onion soup will understand. It has such an interesting taste. It's very tasty, really delicious. You should definitely make it. And you can even have it with a shot. It'll go well, but I won't have a drink today. No alcohol until next time, friends. If you enjoyed the video, here it is. The dish may seem simple, but you should try it to see how delicious it is. If you liked it, give it a like. Be sure to leave comments to support the channel, watch and repost. Friends, if you like simple recipes like this, interesting ones with a minimum of ingredients, then give it a like. That's all, goodbye.